Alright, is this thing on? Okay. More importantly, is anyone actually watching? Right. Just wait to see if anyone pops up in the comments. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. What the hell? Oh. Hello, the red tank engine, Ethan. Hello there. Hello. I'm running errands right now, so I'll be driving and not active in the chat, but I'm listening. Okay, Nick. What the hell? That's not right. Greg's not running the stream, it's me. Right. Hey, Ollie. Hi, Sodal Train. T-Wheelie Automobile. Yes, indeed. You are speaking into my radio. Alright. Hello, Ellen Fox. Hey, man, I hope you're doing well. Thank you, Useful Engine 11. I am doing a lot better than I was. I'm still in a bit of pain, but it's not as bad as before, and it's not as constant. I am getting better. But, alright. And I'd say sorry that I'd say sorry that the stream started a bit late, but it seems like people are just joining anyway, so whatever. What did you find most difficult in school? Everything. That was my phone. Sorry about that. Me explaining what I found difficult in school would require a live stream all of its own. Hi, remember me? Yes, I do. Hello, Tackmaster. Good to have you back. How are you? By the way, did you know E93's dog Watson passed away? I'm fine, and yes, I am aware of Watson's passing, and I am very sad to hear it. Like, a lot of people have lost their pets this year, and I am one of them, and it sucks. Yeah. E. E indeed. Thank you, glad to be here. Alright. So, this stream is probably not going to go on for as long as the last one. At most, we might hit 2 hours, and then I'm going to call it quits. So, just a heads up there. So, if you want to enjoy the stream, use your time watching it wisely. Keep the Greg spam to a minimum. And also, I did have plans to one thing I'd forgotten to do while doing the last stream was to celebrate the 5-year anniversary of my series. I wanted to do like a watch through of all the episodes leading up to episode 8. But that obviously didn't happen, and it's not going to happen this time, but maybe in the future, if you guys are interested in seeing that, where we just go through rewatching the series and I give my thoughts and behind the scenes stuff on it. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I'm so sorry, man, about that. Also, I really enjoyed your entry in Tank Engine Society. Yeah, the film festival. Thanks. I'm probably going to be uploading that video very soon. So look out for that. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you. It is currently 8 o'clock at night for me, but it's probably afternoon where you are, so good afternoon to you. I already said. Would you rather go to a math class for 72 hours a day, 3 days, or jump out of Harold with a shady parachute? Well, yeah, I'm gonna jump out of Harold because it'll be nice to jump out, and also I get to meet Harold. Harold's cool. Hi. Hi. Not the Greg memes again. Oh no. The only reason the last one went on so long was because of Greg. He's great and all, but still. I'd like to see that. Okay. YTP George the Steam Troller. Okay. Oh yes, I would love to go back where it all started. Right. Hello there. Hello, Thomas and Harry. What is what is red and emits feeling of anger and disappointment? Uh, my hair. No. Well, I'm not sure what you could be talking about, because you're definitely not talking about Greg. Right. Lol, hey. Hey, Soda Express Studios. I think that's a name I recognize. I think you were here for the last stream, so unless I'm mistaken, welcome back. Good to have you. Uh, we got 10 viewers so far in just 6 minutes. That's neat. I'm just waiting for more comments, I guess. Also, in the festival, did you update Defect for that? Yeah, I did update Defect. He got his updated model around last year, actually. And it's for the remaster. So, yeah. A lot of characters are getting their models updated for the remastered versions of the first few episodes. So, look forward to that. There's a few other characters I haven't revealed yet. So that should be fun. Have you heard of Casey Jr. from Dumbo? What's your opinion of him? I have only watched Dumbo once in my life, and I didn't even remember that there was a train in it. So, that should answer your question, I hope. Mavis is Toby in drag? I'm not so sure about that because we do see the two of them side by side. Unless maybe Toby has a stunt double who dresses up as him while he goes around pretending he's Mavis. But that's just a theory. Mattel or Sharon? Uh, I'm gonna go with Mattel because at least we got a few good seasons with like while they were in charge before we got season 22. That. Rest in peace, Defect that trooper. Yes, indeed. YouTube poop, George the Steam Troller. I already read your earlier comment. Don't know what you're talking about. Can Greg get a sausage roll pun? If he's interested in one, I'll ask him about it later. If you had to scrap one of the Railway series characters, who would it be? I guess any of the Coldy Fell engines who didn't do jack shit in their book. I don't know. What is red and emits feelings of anger and disappointment? The Mattel logo. Oh yeah, I get that. Mavis finds a way to be Toby's stunt double. That's just a theory, a train theory. Who would win, Scruffy or Mini Truck? If you're referring to the Mini Truck in my series, I guess him. Or if you're referring to that like little tiny guy in the show, either way, he can win too. Anyone can beat Scruffy right now because I don't think Scruffy is ready for a fight. He didn't even have to be in a fight to end up as a pile of wood splinters on the ground. So yeah. Plus, who knows? Maybe at this point, Scruffy is against fighting. He could have just gone to being a pacifist. But who's to say for sure? Season 25 or Season 14? I haven't seen Season 25 because it's not out yet. But I feel like I'm not going to enjoy it, so I'm just going to say Season 14, even though I don't remember anything about it. What do you think of the Turtles Urdles trailer for The Great Discovery? I really enjoyed it. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he does. It's nice to see an original interpretation of Diesel 10. Like, it's nice to see a version of Diesel 10 that's not just, I'm evil, I'm gonna kill the steam engines, blah, blah. Like, and plus, like, the fact that he seems to be some kind of, like, demonic entity or whatever, I dig that stuff. I'm a big fan of, like, the supernatural. So that appeals to me. I eat that shit up with a spoon. I'm really looking forward to what Turtles does. There's a shop called Greg's in England. Have high quality sausage rolls. Oh, I have never gone to a Greg's in my life, so I wouldn't know. I know they exist. I've just never like entered one. Boko Daisy. Right. Not sure what you're saying there, but okay. I'm talking about the Edward Thomas 1 Edward 2 Henry 3 YouTube video. Oh, I haven't watched his videos in years, so I wouldn't know. Heyo, I am in here for another live stream. Woo! Welcome, Denislav. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Billy and Charlie. Duke Bertram. Okay, so you're just saying characters who are probably the same. I don't know. When are we funny if Douglas and Oliver tag team and they are wrestling? They were wrestling. They were and they were in a wrestling arena with Scruffy and Spiteful Breakvan. God. That just sounds like an idea for my series. I'll take that into account. Fuck Scruffy. Trucks Lives Matter, Shuffy Scattered, Thomas and Oliver found. Mr. Conductor Diesel 10. Right. What gives you a heart attack, disappoints you, and disrespects the Railway series? The picture of season 25 alone. I haven't gotten a heart attack from it yet, so I can't say that's entirely accurate. How old is Greg, series canon? Who knows? He was around to witness the Big Bang. Like, he's been around, like, before time as a concept. He was just floating around in space. He saw the Big Bang occur and was just like, oh, that looks bad. And then he watched as the Earth was created. Did you see George the Steamtroller? No, I did not. Are characters like Johnny Cuba and Puff are going to appear in your series? No, because Subject Legends is not canon with Tugs. Because Tugs and Thomas aren't in the same universe, but whatever. I got to start making my sentences sound more clear. Right. Is it okay whenever someone makes a fan fiction based on Subject Legends? You know what? Sure, go ahead. If someone wrote a full like fan fiction of Subject Legends, I would honestly love to see what the hell they do, and if they can somehow match the craziness of it. I feel like I'm gonna regret saying that, but go ahead. He is an old boy, yet. Don't call him old. He probably doesn't like that. No, Greg. Long before time had a name. Does Greg watch Ninjago? Maybe. You have to ask him yourself. Greg is life. Oh no. Oh. Will we ever see Minnie's Gordon again? Maybe he'll reappear in the remaster of episode 3. He could show up in the future. I'm guessing you're referring to the Gordon who had a staring contest with normal Gordon in episode 3, but I don't know. Has Greg visited any other planets or moons? Yes, probably, and beyond. He's probably gone to quite a few alternate dimensions, too. God. The Magic Railroad parody Diesel 10. I still haven't had the chance to watch that in full, I'm afraid. So. At the model trainer is pulling freight car filled with shit. Okay. You know what? I'm going to take on that challenge. Oh no. Someday when you are older, you could get hit by a boulder. I would welcome it. Boulder is my god. I made an entire religion around it, as Nick can attest to. Me and Nick, we create an entire religion based around worshipping a rock. So if a boulder hit me, I will welcome it. Do you see Henry and the fucking Rain? I didn't see it, but I do have the audio story just in my SoundCloud history. I listen to it occasionally when it just kind of I just listen to it sometimes. But it's funny. I enjoy it. I wanted to do an adaptation of it at some point, but I never did. Uh, okay, can we stop with the Greg memes? I don't want a repeat of last stream. Yes, please. Don't spam the chat. Okay, before we go any further with the questions, let's keep the Greg stuff to a minimum. Yes, thank you. Have you seen Train Boys World War II, Thomas? No, no clue what that is, sorry. I imagine there being an app game out of Subject Legends. I wonder if it were to be a good one or a bad one. Question is, how the hell would that even work? And how can I do that without getting sued? Speaking of Nick, what do you think of his remaster that he made? I really enjoyed it. Like, the day before he uploaded it, it was either the day before, like, the day before that, but I was in a call with Nick and we watched the original version together and then watched the remaster. And it is such an improvement. But yeah, that's all I can really say. I also appreciate that he had me cameo in the episode in just two cameos from the Subject Legend in that episode. You can look back on that figure there yourself, I don't know. Did you see Turtle's new movie trailer? Yes, I did. I brought that up earlier. I enjoyed it. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. My apologies, guys. Just, my sister came in the room to ask me something, but I'm back now. So let's continue. When do you think season 1 to 5 take place? No clue. Greg must be jealous of Boulder. He doesn't have a cult of his own. He could. Who knows? When I was a little kid, I thought horseradish was made from real horses. Good for you. Favorite mid-Sodor engine? Um, I I know, because we only really know the personalities of four of them, and like three of them ended up not being on Mid-Soto anymore, so like I know. I guess out of them, Smudger, he's neat, I guess. Though I guess like in terms of design for just like some of the other ones we know, I really like. I'm trying to. Let me think actually. I like I like Jim and Tim. They're neat. I think Jerry's pretty cool looking as well. But yeah, not sure. Will any more minis appear in your series remastered? Oh yeah, I have a lot more minis than I did when I filmed the original episode. Tatmar takes place during season 2 and you can't convince me otherwise. Good, because I'm not going to try to. I just like to imagine Tatmar never happened, but you do you. Charlie or Billy? Charlie. Yes, I'm talking about Vinny's video. I'm still not sure. I haven't seen it. What makes you think the fact that you would be sued if a Subject Legends app even existed? Probably because it features characters I don't own. Like, if I tried to publish like sorry, that's my doorbell. If I tried to like publish like an app or a game or something with like Subject Legends not Subject Legends, but like Thomas characters in it, I'd probably get into some problems. But yeah. That's okay. Sure. Is Coldy's ex-wife still trying to kill him? Probably. Sorry, I just joined. What's your favorite episode from SudCon? Haven't haven't watched it in a long time, so I can't say. Baba Booey. Indeed. Is Godred immortal? Yes. Catherine's never getting over the divorce. Nah, she took it pretty rough. She kind of overreacted to it, I think. Well, we were okay. Godred is Godred. No, he's purple right now. Did you see Edward? No, I have not watched his videos in years. The truck, why am I still here? Sorry about the dogs barking. Godred is a god that is red. Again, he is purple right now. Bye. Okay? Bye. What should I name my new OC I'm making? That's up for you to decide. I can't think of anything. Look, if you want advice on what to give as a name to characters, don't ask me. I am terrible at coming up with names. For fuck's sake. I have a character who, like, I just made this guy and named him Greg in, like, 5 seconds. I have a character whose name is fucking Defect. And King Lowercase. A character whose name is literally no name. You think I am the best person to ask for advice with naming characters? Like, I have a project that I'm working on which isn't Thomas related. Maybe like 3 of the original characters I thought of have actual names in that. And yeah, I'm really bad at this stuff. So sorry, I can't think of anything for you. If Gordon's tender was ripped off, would he still be able to feel it? What if it caught fire? Would it hurt? Well, it's kind of a running joke in the series that Gordon's tender gets ripped off, and he does feel pain from it. But though I imagine that's maybe just like it probably puts a bit of strain on his tender coupling. I'm not sure if the tender itself is like linked to him, but who knows? Maybe that is the case. Maybe I'll have to look. Maybe I'll have to look into that in the future. Who knows? Waiting music. Gordon or Henry? Um, this may come as a shock. I bet most of you would probably think I prefer Gordon since I made a series about him, but I kind of like Henry a bit more. I like his design. Like he's neat. Do you think Smudger and Stanley are the same or different entities? Well, they play the same role, and they both exist in different universes. So they are the same, but they technically aren't. Like Smudger is just Stanley in an alternate world. So that's that. Timothy or Alfred? Alfred. Different. Not sure what that's about. What are Greg's powers? I would like to keep this live stream short. Don't ask me questions like this. Catherine kinda overreacted. Did you hit your head? Uh, no, I did not. At least not that I can remember. E2OCs suck, usually, I guess. Why does it take a year for a new episode to come out? That's Greg's doing, actually. If I had my way, there would at least be a new episode every month. But what is happening is Greg is actually interfering with my work. He's slowing down the production of the series so that it can last longer, because Greg doesn't want the series to end. If the Cedric Legends ends, then Greg no longer has a purpose in the world. The death of Cedric Legends means the death of Greg. So, yeah, that is why it's taking so long, because Greg wants to postpone the end. So yeah, Gordon's tender is like a shirt when it's pulled back. He goes with it, but when it's not attached, he doesn't feel it. Okay. Can Greg stop time and rewind time? Maybe. Why is Duck evil in your series? He isn't. Well, he is, but it's difficult to explain, but the Duck who is a mini and the Duck the Great Western Engine are two different characters. The Duck who showed up in episode 6 is just another engine who happens to look a lot like him. Whereas, like, the normal Duck who's been working on Sodor for the entire series is still completely normal. I tried to get this point across and I didn't really do it well, but in episode 8, while Mini Duck is in Ryan's shed, you see normal Duck working at the Blue Mountain Quarry, which is supposed to be the explanation as to why, like, basically there are two Ducks in the series. One is evil, one is good. Right. Would you go to a dimension where trains had faces but had to leave your family behind? No, because moving house is a bitch. I am home, and I just realized that Greg is the Cedric Legends equivalent of Turtles Erdles Diesel 10. Maybe! We don't fully know what Diesel 10's goals are, so who knows, maybe... Just, who knows, it's a mystery. For every E2OC made, Metal make worse decisions. Oh no. Can Greg go into the Railway Series universe and the TV series universe? Well, if he could go into the TV series universe, he'd probably be a lot happier, because that's still ongoing. The Cedric Legends at least has an end planned out. Greg can go to the TV series and feel safe for a while. Ruddles and Thomas Diesel 10 versus Greg. That would be a battle for the ages. What? Two ducks? Yeah, there are two ducks. One good, one bad, as stated earlier. Sorry about that. We need to see an episode where both ducks unite and battle each other. As far as I'm aware, there are no plans to have the two actually meet each other. Sorry to say. But, that is an idea. I guess while I wait for more comments to come up, I'm gonna go onto the Cedric Legends wiki and just bring up the pages to, like, help anyone who is confused while watching the series. But, how did Arthur get over the broken bridge in episode 1? Was it magic or was it Matt's godly powers? Yes. D10 is great because he's a blank slate of a character. Yeah. There's really not much to canon Diesel 10, if I'm honest. But yeah. Oh no, we're getting into Greg territory again. Evil Duck has the top hat prop. Maybe. His hat. What would be weirder? Ryan and Gordon boxing while painting yellow to look like ducks on drugs, or Coldy and his gang conquered the world on crack? I don't know. Ninja Buddy is a Subject Legends version of Grogo from Mandalorian. Is that the name of the baby Yoda? I didn't know it had a fucking name. Alright. Did Greg make merchandise characters so the show would look fresh? He has no control over that. And he's too busy trying to work a shit in his own life. Gordon disgraceful, Henry despicable, James disgusting, Greg dishonest. Elaborate on Diesel's crack shack. Nick, what have you done? People are gonna ask me about this now. Why did you have to bring that up? Oh, sorry, spoilers. It's okay. I don't watch it anyway. I'm not really a Star Wars guy. Uh, whoops. You just have to check on something. Okay. Whoops. We need to know about Diesel's crack shack. Okay, I'll get to the crack shack in a minute. Just what would trigger Greg? A lot. Have you seen Modern Railroad? Haven't had the chance to, I'm afraid, but it looks interesting. There's a lot of fandom stuff that I still need to watch. I just need the time. Is Greg usually happy or sad? He's very sad because he is constantly thinking about the inevitability of death. And he at least is a little bit happy when he manages to postpone it for a bit, but then immediately gets sad again. Will any characters in your series be shapeshifters like Turtles, Ertles, Diesel 10? Yeah, probably. I mean, there's a ton of magic characters we haven't seen yet. Like Proteus, for all we know. Or hell, we don't know what Blake and Emiko are capable of. Maybe these are hints, maybe I'm just talking out of my ass, who knows? Can Greg watch Gravity Falls? He can run the Mystery Crack Shack. Oh no. Does Caldy get his crack from Diesel's Crack Shack? Can Greg time travel? No. Percy is always put upon when you think about it. God damn it. Subject Legends Among Us crossover. God. Duck was the imposter. He looking sus. Oh dear. I don't know what you're talking about. Not you, the other duck. There's two of them. Which, yeah, now that we've gone to that, I'll just share my screen briefly to out with that. If I remember how to do this. Alright, okay, yeah, my screen is sharing. So, right here, the Subject Legends Wiki. Which, by the way, you're free to check out if you want more information about the episodes that are coming out for like 12 years. But, yeah. This is the Northwestern Railways duck. You know, the old Great Western Way guy. And here is Mini Duck. They are two different characters. As you can see, if we just move over, as a normal engine, Mini Duck is represented by the old style duck, while Normal Duck is a Mattel model. So hopefully that answers a few of your questions. Okay. How much crack could Diesel snort if a Diesel could snort crack? A lot, probably. Duck sus. No, it's red. Red is sus, so... No, I don't know what you're talking about. Don't go throwing around those red susses, mate. How hasn't the mountain engines died of a drug overdose? 'Cause they can't. They are immune. Greg is sus 'cause he is red. No! No! That's wrong! Shut up! Greg uses a computer for the first time. I'll have you know that I'm quite skilled with using a computer. Greg looks like the imposter, but it was Murdoch. He doesn't want anyone running around making noises. In my defense, Your Honor, he was too fucking loud, so I killed him. I didn't know there was a wiki about Subject Legends. Well, you do now. Are the Ducks brothers? No. You know what? In one of your episodes, we need to see Gordon and Ryan play Among Us for about 5 minutes and then just get mad at each other. That is an idea. Is they are brothers, they can be the Duck brothers. No, well, they are not brothers. They aren't connected at all. But there is a reason they look alike, but it's gonna be a while before you find that out. What's the name of the character you use as your OC? Do you mean the character in my icon? Because that's Greg. We've been talking about him a lot in this stream. A bit more than I wanted to. But, yeah. That is Greg. Murdoch is a gun to keep his silence. No, Murdoch abhors firearms. They're too loud. Do you think Donald and Douglas have snowplow fights with Dustin? I don't know. Maybe. It depends. Is it the two of them fighting Dustin together? Or is it like one of them has a snowplow and the other one is and one of them's just like, hey doggy, look what I got. Duck has a split personality disorder, but he literally split. Possibly. Maybe not. Is Greg a cannon? No, he is a train. You know what? Evil Minnie's duck has to be regular Duck's clone. Maybe. Maybe not. He said Greg. He said Greg. God. Yes. Cool. So, cool. Says Mark. Alright. But I guess now I should answer the question from like 5 minutes ago. What is Diesel's Crack Shack? Fucking hell. So, this has been an ongoing joke between me and Nick for over a year now. For those of you who haven't been keeping up with the current show, there is an episode in season 23 titled Diesel Glows Away. And it's an episode where Diesel goes into a shed behind the Diesel Works and manages to find a bunch of glow-in-the-dark paint. And he sort of turns the shed into like his own little lair. And I'll share my screen again for this. Right. Yeah. Right here, there is just this little shack behind the Diesel Works. And Nick has dubbed it Diesel's Crack Shack. Just the little area where Diesel hangs out. And the joke is so woven into our lives now that we now have a Skype group between me, Nick, and Dakota called the Crack Shack. Diesel's Crack Shack. And every so often we change the name of the group to be like blank in Diesel's Crack Shack. And yeah. You're cool. Thank you. That's not what you said last stream. What's not what I said last stream? Have you heard of the new Among Us map? I think it's a sick and epic one. I didn't know there was a new map. I'll have to look at that. Do you like Pokemon? Afraid not. I watched one episode of the anime when I was really young, but I could never really get into it. Oh no, my evil clone? Remember Half Pariah? Capulet, Mini Duck, is secretly a Diesel. No. Diesels are overused as antagonists. He's a steam engine. But, yeah, I also forgot to mention, Mini Duck's canon name is Capulet. If anyone can figure out the little joke there, then you get a piece of bread. Evil Minnie's duck is what happens when you forget to leave breadcrumbs at the duck pond for one day. That's a reveal. Murdoch always has a silencer. It ain't silent enough. But you know what is silent? A good old-fashioned knife. Diesel's crack shack and Duck's weed shed. No. About the cannon. Wait, what cannon? How is the relationship between Greg and Big City Engine? They've never met. So, I don't know. At least as far as I'm aware, they haven't met, so I can't say for sure. Toad or Scruffy? Toad. 'Cause he's not a dick. Romeo and Juliet reference? Yes. Evil Duck is a calculator. That's a plot twist and a half. His name is Capulet? What? Yes. You see, Nick, if you would use the Subject Legends wiki, you would know this. Bread. Okay. Technically, Diesel's Crack Shack should be a club. It's not big enough for that. Can't wait for Minnie's Duck and Minnie's Diesel in Romeo and Juliet. Diesel commits arson. God. I once threw bread onto a duck's back and watched him struggle. Wow. That's mean. Hate to spoil it, but the new Among Us map is the airship from the Henry Stickmin collection. Oh, cool. Right. Yes. No, that's about just yes. Ah, fuck. Alrighty then. Wait. Hello there. Hello, Tim. Welcome. Diesel's crack shack so whack it glows in the dark. Yeah. I feel so happy right now. I'm full of surprises. Terrence breaks into Diesel's crack shack and successfully gets away. Yeah! No, my crack! I'm usually a lot better at doing Diesel's voice. I don't know what's up with me today. Okay, I do know what's up with me. My stomach is in pain, so I'm probably just not putting my all into it, but whatever. Do Gordon and Ryan watch videos on YouTube or Netflix? Maybe. We don't know what they do in their pastime. All we know is that Ryan is apparently a weeb. Don't know much about Gordon, though. Right. Nick didn't make a video about how he made Johnny Cuba. Well, you're gonna have to complain to Nick about that. Duck. Oops, bumped the mic there. I need a drink. Sec. God. If Ryan is a weeb, then when we gonna see his Hatsune Miku buffer pillow? Very soon. Be patient. Duck. Look at your last stream at 1:43:43. You could just tell me, but okay, whatever. Right. Goose. Ninja Buddy is basically a dog. Scarlet Fire is the cat. Yeah, Ninja Buddy is a dog. Not sure where you're getting Mike as a cat from. Fuck. Uh, does Ryan use Crunchyroll? Maybe. Alright, give me a second. Just. I'm going back to look at my own previous live stream to see what I'm apparently getting wrong. Yes, he is actually. He opens his mouth and shoots out a cannonball. Okay, when I said that Greg is a literal cannon, I was joking when I said that, okay? It's sarcasm. I'm a sarcastic guy. But no, Greg is not a literal cannon. There's a ton of shit he can do. He cannot shoot a cannonball out of his mouth. Right. Mini Duck doesn't have the top hat prop. He is the top hat prop. Yeah, the duck is actually a disguise. It opens up, and it's actually his mecha. Inside is Top Hat. Den and Dart find a crack shack. Den and Dart find the crack shack and ask what Diesel does in there. In reality, he feeds ducks, but just shouts, "Crack!" Diesel is a diesel choo-choo. Yes, he is. Will Frank ever get revenge on Scarlet Fire? Who knows? The question. Yeah, I understand. Lol. What do you think of Sudrian Conflict? Haven't watched it in a long time. I'd have to look back on it, so I'm not sure if it's aged well, but I remember enjoying it when it was first coming out. Like, I mean, back when I had my old channel, I made a video being like, hey, there's this new series, check it out. So yeah, do you watch BFB? Don't know what that stands for. I have a suggestion for your next arc. Proteus should follow the main free round. I don't take suggestions, but I already have all the stuff planned out mostly. But just so you know, Proteus has probably been following them around since the beginning. Proteus was originally going to cameo in episode 6 inside the prison Gordon and Ryan were held in, and he'd disappear before they can notice him. But that scene was cut because it had to be refilmed because of technical issues. What do you think of George Carlin dubbing Thomas the Tank Engine by Jaws 2? Haven't watched that. I'm guessing that's one of those videos where they just take like clips of George's stand-up routines and add the Thomas episodes. I've seen a few videos like that, and they're funny. Right. Wood Diesel is Diesel on crack. Yeah, that's what happens. Diesel gets really high off the crack and then gets naked. Is Greg Gunn? No. How do you think the public would react to Butu Busen's potential Christmas Day debut? I'm not sure, Nick, but I am looking forward to it. And no matter how many times you guys ask, no, I am not explaining what the hell he means by this. You have to wait and see. It is our magnum opus. 2 final questions. Are there alternatives to Pokemon that you at least love or like? If episode 9 isn't released yet, would you release a sneak peek at least? Goodbye for now. Oh, goodbye, Denislav. Thank you for staying around. Not entirely sure what you mean by alternatives to Pokemon. As in, like, you just mean, like, other franchises that are similar to it? Because, like, I'm not really sure. But I don't know. If episode 9 isn't released yet, will I make a sneak peek? I definitely want to do a sneak peek, but I actually need content for it, and I need to be able to film it. Because episode 9 is, like, a thing I haven't actually filmed for yet. So, yeah. Whenever I can, I'll try to get a sneak peek out. So, you just have to wait and see, I'm afraid. Will Emiko find love? Not sure. It's kind of implied that she has a crush on whoever her boss is, but we don't know who that is yet, so... And it's probably not very likely that they reciprocate the feelings. So, who knows? Whatever happened to the evil diesels that were in the first few episodes? You mean the Magic Railroad diesels? They are still in the Magic Railroad. They they've just kind of given up on chasing Gordon and Ryan because they escaped. They realize that going after them now is probably a death wish. I mean, they could just use the wiki. That is also true. Welcome everyone to the Mystery Crack Shack. Diesel, can you please stop snorting? I can't wait for Booter. Oh god. If you could drive a 14XX or E2 tank, I think you're asking which one would I like to. A 14XX, I guess. I prefer them over the E2s. Plus, they still exist. So that's more likely. Tell me the rest of the story now. Yeah, Duck is never going to hear the end of that story. Sorry. Okay, that's enough crack. Can make trains Greg. I can't. Someone else can if they want to. Meow. Meow indeed. We are too high. Yeah. I have to wait for it to snow again so I can build the Frostoria set, but Booter's model is almost done. That's great, Nick. So happy. Do you know Kikray and Enterprising Engines 93? I don't watch Kikray's content, so no. But I do know Matt. I've been watching him for a while, and we do talk to each other sometimes. Like, we sometimes have Skype calls where we talk about our ideas. I explain to him the stupid shit I've got planned for my series, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, great. Oh, I'm in for that." And yeah, we are currently co-writing an episode together. So look forward to that in the year 2057. How's Toby's dance parlor doing? Pretty good. Business is booming. They kind of lost a bit of revenue due to the pandemic, I imagine, but they're going strong. I guess things are looking up, hopefully. Can I make trains, Greg? Uh, if you can, sure. I'd be interested to see a trains, Greg. That'd be neat. Right. Mr. Douglas Diesel was making cookies, but all that is in them is crack and melted butter. Ugh. Interesting cookie. Meow meow, I'm a cow. Alright? Will Ninja Buddy ever get put down? No! Never! Jesus Christ. Wilkins coffee. No. Get to Harold the helicopter. Yeah. Can we get E93 to watch this? I mean, that's up for him to decide. He could be busy. Like, man's an adult. He's probably got work to do. Diesel is hired. Right. Does Henrietta run a penthouse if Toby has a disco shed? No, Henrietta is against the lifestyle. And she is very disappointed that Toby wasted all the money on a disco. Sudrick. Yep. First Greg and now Diesel. Who's next to be a meme? God damn it. Yay! I'm guessing that's yay to Ninja Buddy will not be put down, but yeah, very yay. Sudrick, hey, want to voice a mountain engine who is also addicted to marijuana? I thank you for the offer, but no. It's hard for me to keep track of like all the people I voice for. I'm very unreliable, and also I'm not exactly fit for voice acting right now. Like, I'm taking a break from most work, like in general. So like, because I kind of have health issues right now. That's the reason I'm doing a live stream instead of an actual video. So, yeah. Sorry, but I'm gonna have to decline. A cookie with milk, butter, pork, and fried egg? Okay. I mean, Matt did comment on my video a few minutes ago, so he's out there. He's lurking. I don't know. I'm not gonna ask him to watch the stream though, because that seems desperate. Tell Ryan that he should open a pet shop. He has no pets to sell. Diesel is higher than Harold. Yep. N. God. With minis. Ryan needs to acquire more minis, and in order to do so, he must go into the Magic Railroad, which is a death sentence. It's you asking enterprising. Oh, wait, what? Oh! Sorry. Well, here's the thing. When I asked Matt to voice Shane for me, I originally left out the part of him being a drug addict. But it's not even a drug addict. The mountain engines aren't addicted to drugs. Because that wasn't weed in the episode. That was lettuce. They outright state that it is lettuce. And no, that is not just me being funny. Literally, it is supposed to be lettuce in the episode. Diesel 10 helps Diesel sell crack from the crack shack while Greg controls his body. Oh no. Got to go, bye. Alright, bye. Thanks for sticking around. Hope to see you some other time. Right. Greg had better destroy the beast then. He probably can, but he's not going to. It's like, who knows? You and Enterprising in a 4x3 room with nothing but one pie. I'm not the biggest fan of pie, so he can have it. Right. Watch, he'll just somehow burst into the stream and just be like, "What did you say?" Can the cauliflower engines just raid a grocery store to get lettuce? Yeah. I mean, they practically did do that. They snuck into the back room of a food stall and then just like went into like the employees only area and just ate all the stock. Coldy and Patrick did anyhow. I'm back. Welcome back, Ellen. Didn't even know you were gone, but I probably did. I'm sorry. Right. Oh, sorry. Paxton goes to the quarry to pick up dust, when in reality it's a delivery of crack. Also, what does time of the month cheese mean? God. I'm here to pick up Diesel's special dust! Oh my! Time of the month cheese. That is an interesting thing. That is a reference to a real-life event that happened with me, actually. This is gonna be weird to explain. But, around... For a long time in my life, I went without eating cheese. And then late 2017, I ate cheese for the first time in years. And I became addicted for a bit. And I'm coming up with a story for episode 8, and I'm thinking back to that, I'm like, that was a weird point in my life, and I turned it into a joke that Gordon has a time of the month where he just needs to eat a lot of cheese. So that's a thing. Enterprising just burst into the stream like Wooden Rally View's Mountain Tunnel. Yep. Why do the mountain engines like lettuce so much? No clue. Like, I guess it's just their ideal diet. Who knows? Trains can snort crack and other stories. That they can. Hang on a sec. Fuck. Right. Shit. How long until the police crack down on Diesel's crack shack? He's kept it hidden for this long, I don't think he's getting caught. Gordon watched Wallace and Gromit and other stories. Okay. Don't know what that's about. Right. Ah, oh. Did you know that Alaric's twin, Ralph, on the Snowden Railway won't go back into service? Yeah, and that is very depressing. Joe Mama. Sure. Will Mini James ever meet regular James? Probably not. Do you like Penn Central? Give me a sec to just look up what that is. Uh, okay, so it's just like an American railway company. But I don't know. I know literally nothing about it, so I can't say. What do you think of TWR Critic's Knapford Station he built? It's incredible. I wish I was that skilled. Emergency, we have a report of marijuana at the diesel works. No, Harold's in on it. Diesel bribes him with it. Plus, there's no marijuana at the diesel works, just coke. James has special paint made of jam? What? Will you do anything with City of Truro in the future of your series? City of Truro will be in episode 10. So, look forward to that. I just need to readjust what I'm saying. Just needed a drink. Sorry. Right. Comment section seems to have quieted down a bit. People are running out of stupid things to ask me. Oh, wait. No? Fuck. But, yeah. God. Then silence fell, like Godred. Diesel is the whole island's crack dealer. No, he keeps it to himself. Cocaine Express. God. But, yeah, you know what? This brings me to something that I could talk about. Episode 9 is gonna take a while to come out because I'm unable to film for it, but one thing I do have planned. Sorry. One thing I have planned is to maybe do a little bonus episode. Something I like to call episode 8.5. And it is a little extra thing to focus on the Coldy Fell engines. More specifically, Godred. So look forward to that. What's your favorite custom that Ryan has made? Not sure. Who is Honda Civic? Honda Civic, or his full name, I'll bring up his wiki page, but that is a future character for the Subject Legends. And I didn't create him, Ryan created him. But, let's share my screen. Yeah, right here we have the wiki page for this guy. There's no picture of him yet, but you can see his name, and it's pretty fucking ridiculous. Ryan came up with this guy, and he is going to be a character who's introduced when Gordon and Ryan go to China. So yeah, he's just a joke thing. Will Ryan ever join the crack circle? No. I should also clarify, Diesel's Crack Shack is not canon to Subject Legends, at least as of now. I was originally planning to make it its own series at one point, but I'm not sure if I'm going to go through with that. But who knows? It quick. Okay. Diesel runs into the Mafia and other stories. That could be a problem. Are there going to be any new OCs in your series? Yeah, always. Always tons of OCs. I love making OCs. 90% of the Subject Legends cast is OCs, so Diesel is a mafia boss. Will we see the mainland Diesels in your series? Not sure, don't know what they could really do. I, alright, I'm not reading that, no. You, you can go in timeout for that. What gets Gordon and Ryan motivated to go on their crazy adventures? Nothing. They aren't motivated at all. They don't choose this. Like, they're just dragged into it. Like, you think Gordon and Ryan chose to have their house be invaded by a bunch of purple freaks? He never said Diesel's crack shack isn't canon. Yes, I did. It is not canon to Subject Legends. However, I am thinking of making a series dedicated just to it. A series focusing on the Diesels. Right. Shit. I can't wait for Gordon and Ryan to go to China. Me too, I'm really looking forward to doing that story. When will the other episode come out? No clue. Probably sometime next year, hopefully. Hashtag the Subject Legend. How high are you? Um, well, I'm on the second floor of my house, and I'm sitting on my bed right now, so quite the distance off the ground. So I can't say for sure. We just have to believe. Yep. Diesel failed No Nut November, for your information. Yeah, that he did. That and sadly that is a joke that is a thing me and Nick have joked about that inspired the Crack Shack thing. Yeah, I'm not proud of that. Will we see any new diesels in China? Well, there is the big black diesel, who I might do some stuff with, and there's also a green Class 08, who I have there, who he appeared in one season 22 episode and was just a background character, but I'm making him a character and I've chosen to call him Lin. So look forward to that. I was working on his custom, on his model, but I can't finish it right now. So that sucks. Thoughts on Shed 17 and Project G1? Haven't watched them in a while. Shed 17 scared the shit out of me when I first watched it. Project G1 was alright, at least. Uh, they're okay. Like, they're really good. You can tell the guy definitely put a lot of effort into them. I mean, they took years to make, and it's nice. It's an original take on Thomas, at least. Like, it's different from what most fans would do, so it has that going for it. But yeah, I'll probably have to watch him again at some point to like properly give my thoughts. Not sure. Gordon and Ryan, don't stop believing. Hold on to the feeling. Paxton goes to China. What? Oh my! This isn't the Diesel Works. Mind you, I probably should have realised something was up the second I had to get on that boat. Well, the pink trees are pretty. I could get used to this. By the way, your 8-year anniversary video, what we saw of the remaster, will that be the intro going from country to country? Yeah, that is the intro to episode 1. That will not be the intro to the series, though, if that's what you're asking. That's just the introduction. It's also an excuse for me to show off all the new models and customs I have. Plus, it recreates the original episode 1, how we showed Ashima, Frida, and Vinny, because I bought the models at the time and just wanted to show off. But yeah. Why are you will the motion locomotive like weak? I'm not sure what that's about. Oi. Oi. Hi. Sans? Will Blair be in the China episode because a few S-100s were sent over to China? Yeah, she lives in China. She's worked there most of her life. We're going to be getting a lot of her in the China episodes. There's going to be at least 5 China episodes, and she is a very important character in those. And she's one of my favorite characters, so look forward to that. I love your Natalie custom. Thank you. Does Ryan have any reason he doesn't like the Mattel Gordon? He's referring to Ryotron 12, if you can't tell, but actually, in one of my recent calls with him, he said that he likes Mattel Gordon now. Like, he said that he felt he was being too harsh on it, which is mostly because of the stuff we've got now, which, yeah. But he doesn't hate the Mattel Gordon now, he fucking despised it like 5 years ago. Wait, isn't crack illegal? Because if Diesel sold crack, he would be an FBI list. No, he wouldn't, because the FBI doesn't have jurisdiction in the UK. He's safe from them. Bill and Ben go to China. I would honestly love Big World if instead of Thomas, it was just Bill and Ben going everywhere. I've had this thought in my head for a while. Just like the idea of other engines going to the other countries instead of Thomas. Because we've seen that, like, in some countries, the trucks are a lot nicer than the ones on Sodor. I was imagining, what if we got, like, a bit of Bill and Ben pulling a really long goods train in another country, and then the trucks sing never a vertical engine, every cloud has a silver lining. I would honestly love to see that. That's just a thing I had in my head for a while, and I think it's neat. But yeah, I'd love to see Bill and Ben going around, fucking stuff up. Why the mountain engines like the good green stuff? Well, because lettuce is very healthy for you. So the mountain engines care about their health. They want to grow up to be nice and strong. So they eat their greens. How do you not love Mattel Gordon? It's beautiful. Same thing goes with Mattel Henry. Yeah, that's what I think. Ryan just didn't like Mattel Gordon because he didn't like Gordon's CGI face. Yeah. So how are you, boy? I've been better, but I'm okay right now. This is fun, just like talking to you guys. Call me weird, but how racist would Bill and Ben be in different countries? I don't think they're gonna go that far. Bill and Ben aren't really dicks for the sake of being dicks. They just like to have fun and will pay an engine back if they feel like they've been wronged. Like, I don't think Bill and Ben would go up to Yong Bao and say something offensive, like, just with the intention of making him angry. Especially because I imagine Yong Bao would probably be very respectful of the two. He'd be like, he'd probably remind them a lot of Boko, but not as demanding. Thoughts on season 25? Hate it. Do not like what I see. Where are we, Ben? How the hell should I know, Bill? Rewrite Brubba. Rewrite Brubba so it's Bill and Ben instead of Thomas. Yes. We need to get you to 1K before the end of the year. Sure, subscribe to me if you want. If you're not subscribed to me and if you're watching this and you're not subscribed to me, first off, why? Like, this is mostly me talking about, like, about my own shit, so you're gonna be confused as all hell if you aren't familiar with me. Like, yeah. Are you sure about that? The mountain locomotive smoking weed. They are not smoking weed. It is lettuce. I outright say in the episode that it is lettuce multiple times. Like, they don't smoke it. They eat it. When Coldy and Patrick stumble upon it, it disappears a few scenes later because they ate it. Like, it's lettuce. It is not drugs. The whole point was that the audience would see it, think it's drugs, but then Coldy and Patrick are like, oh, it's lettuce. So yeah. Where is Boko in your series? He's doing Boko things. He was in episode 8 briefly. Like he was at the Blue Mountain Quarry. So he's doing stuff. Uh Get me now. Don't know what that means. I've seen two little tank engines in America that look like Bill and Ben. Neat. Wait, that's illegal. What is illegal? Okay. Hmm. Ah, fuck. Okay, sorry. That. Uh, why are you so? Wow, that's a bit rude. Right. I thought the lettuce doesn't care because of the so-called explosion that's caused by Murdoch. I'm guessing that's meant to say disappears because of the explosion. Well, no, that doesn't happen because the explosion doesn't reach where the lettuce is. Like, it just disappeared because they ate it. The explosion only happened in that little warehouse Duck was in. It didn't reach the actual shopping district, it just caused the earthquake. Yes, where's the Diesel? I already said Boko's at the Blue Mountain Quarry in my series, and he's just doing stuff. I think that the mountain engines smoke weed. No, they do not. They just eat lettuce. Does the Caldy fellow a Diesel forgot his name like lettuce? His name is Nevin, and maybe he probably likes lettuce, but probably doesn't go feral for it, because he's a lot more chill compared to his companions. And reminds me, I really need to do a custom video on him at some point. Will Bill and Ben ever be seen again? In my series, definitely. In the TV series, who knows? I have an episode planned out where it's literally just Gordon and Ryan having to babysit Bill and Ben because everyone else in the quarry has been taken out of action. So, assuming that ever gets made, you can look forward to that. And, yeah. Whoops. Oh, nope. How is Coldy's ex-wife doing? Dunno, we haven't seen her in a while. She's, maybe she's in therapy, just like to help her calm down for a bit. Like, who knows? The Crack Shack is Diesel's home. No, he just goes there occasionally. What? Don't replace the M in Mexico with S. Haha, we got a comedian here, guys. God. Right. Fuck. Fada. Oh, another comment. Looks like nope. Shit. 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 Hello. Hello, Scarlo with the old engine. Nice to have you. Silence fell, like the fandom. Yeah. Do you know Hour of Poops? He makes good YTP. Not personally, and I haven't watched his videos in years, so no. Gotta go, internet is being whack. Have a good rest of your evening. Alright, Thank you, Fudge Ferret, and thank you for joining in. See you around. Bill and Ben go to Butoria. Buto approve of this message. I like it. Oh god. I could make several jokes, but doing so would require me to spoil stuff about Buta, and I don't want to do that. Bill and Ben go to Germany. Bill and Ben go to Russia and Lithuania. Right. Did you know that Kildane was canonically a satanic town? Yes. Me and Nick talk about this like every couple of weeks. Like, it is our favorite topic to talk about. Just every so often in our Skype calls, Kildane just comes up and we talk about how much of a strange, fucked up place it is. And it's fun. Bill and Ben go meet their American counterparts. Oh dear. Oh, Bill and Ben go to the sea. No, Ben, this lot's useless for scrap. We'll take it to the harbor and dump it in the sea. We're gonna go swim in the sea. Lamau. Right. Whoops. Made a mistake. Wait. Bill and Ben meet their siblings. Bill and Ben go to the moon. Bill and Ben would Bill and Ben would probably tell Timothy they went to the moon and can confirm that it is actually made of cheese. And he'd believe them. Bill and Ben go to the Krusty Krabs. Favorite model you made? That's a tough one. Usually my favorites tend to just be the one I made most recently. Like, I guess Beresford. I really like how he came out. I need to get him out again at some point. He's currently packed away. I'm really proud of all my mid-Sodor engines, too. But, oh no. Whoops. Bill and Ben go to Jupiter. Bill gets a hot chick. God. Have you seen the Great Discovery trailer by Tarleton Thomas? Yes, I have. I spoke about it earlier in the stream. I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to it. Bill and Ben go to Springfield. Oh, God. Bill and Ben meet the Union Pacific big boy. God. Right. Oops. You're an awesome custom maker. Thank you, Ellen. Sorry. Thank you. I appreciate that. Bill and Ben go to Bikini Bottom. They're trains. Being under the water like that probably isn't good for them. The fires will go out and they rust. That sounds painful. Bill and Ben. Bill and Ben to Big City. Oh no. God. Hey Ben, look at that giant crane in the scrapyard. It looks just like the one at Brendam Docks. When did you start making customs? Well, I started painting models in like 2008 when I was a really dumb, stupid kid. But I started making proper customs in like 2014, starting with Timothy. But I gradually improved with like stuff and making better models and basically I got to where I am now. Like you see with Greg, who's actually not shit. So that's a thing. Bill and Ben play Roblox. Big Mickey falls on them. Bill and Ben meet Alfred and Judy, the brother and sister. Video idea, Bill and Ben go to London. Neat idea, not sure what I do with it though. Not sure what they're gonna do. Uh, I guess now the stream has devolved into just talking about Bill and Ben. This is not what I was expecting. Can you make a custom of Union Pacific, big boy? No. I have no reason to, and it seems too complicated for me. Bill and Ben play Fortnite. Bill and Ben visit Big Ben. Haha. uh, Bill and Ben play Smash Bros. Okay, guys, I get it's funny to like continue trends, and I know a lot of you are Greg deprived, but like you need something to entertain yourselves. But like, can we maybe talk about stuff that isn't Bill and Ben related? Like if like like maybe just a little something. Uh, Donald and Dougie. Oh no. Can you make my OC tender locomotive? No. I do not make OCs that other people have made. I only make my own. And occasionally ones by close friends. So, sorry. I already answered this in the last stream. Like, basically, characters like Richard or Alfred, I will never make them. And I'll never make, like, anything. I only want to make my own OCs and friends and stuff. So, yeah. Thoughts on Terraria? God, I haven't played it in so long. Like, I had it on my Xbox, like, years ago. Like, I don't remember much about it. I think I had fun with it. I'm gonna have to try and get back into it at some point. Maybe that could be like a new Bringle Boys video. God. Timothy is like, oh, I don't want to live on this planet anymore. Then Bill and Ben tread it. Okay. I'm not dabbing, I'm looking at the floor for cheese. Okay. Let's talk about obscure characters. Alright, what kind of obscure characters you got in mind? And let's see if this doesn't backfire. Silence. Once again. Right. Billy painted in his real life color, green. No. As far as I'm aware, Billy's class were painted in multiple colors. So, whatever. But I'm fine with the orange. It's neat. Oh, already looked at that. Class 40. Haven't got much of an opinion of him. He's pretty generic, honestly. Like, we already have, like, a bunch of diesels where it's like, oh, diesel who hates steam engines, blah blah, nothing special. Bluebell, we don't know jack shit about her. Favorite Christmas song? I'm just simply having a wonderful Christmas time, because that's one of the few Christmas songs that isn't overplayed to death, like where I am. Please, can I come out of timeout? You're clearly out of timeout because you can still comment on me now. You were only in timeout for like 5 minutes. Jack needs more screen time for God's sake. Yeah, I don't think about the pack all too often. I don't have much of an opinion on them. I guess it would be neat to see a bit more of them. Like, I don't know. I can think of loads of obscure characters. Jojo Duck. No. God. Jack in the Pack! D199. Can he even be classed as obscure at this point? Like every toy, he exists in like almost every range of merchandise somehow. Like he still had toys being made of him in like 2013. How the hell? What makes him so special? Like yeah, he has a yellow face and all, but as a character, he ain't anything new. He ain't revolutionary. Like he's literally just D261 2.0. God. Slippers and ballast are off. And Big City Engine. Big City Engine. Um, I don't know. He's less of a character that's like someone you're supposed to enjoy. I guess it's more so he's just there to set up a plot. He's less of like a proper character and more of just like a thing for setup. Like just a quick guy that happened to show up and fulfill his purpose and whatnot. But he has a cool design, I guess. Sunny. Sunny's alright. He has a neat choice for a basis. And I wish they could have done more of his backstory. Because we don't really know much about him. And what else? Something about Sunny. I'm not sure. I've not got much to say about him. He's neat, I guess. He's also not ridiculously obnoxious like most of the Big World characters, and he is not like neon yellow with pink stripes. So that's something. D199 is a Chad. He is not obscure. Exactly, Nick. D199 is a Chad. The diesels surveyed the shed. It is time, 7101, that you stopped posting cringe. Silence fell, like 16. You're just gonna keep on going with that, aren't you? Quick question, what engines would Sir Topham Hatt own? Um, a baby blue LBSC2 with extended side tanks, a baby blue furnace relic. No, I'm gonna stop. I don't know. I feel like whatever steam engine he can get a hold of, he'd grab. So I know Smudger and Bertram. They exist. Thomas the Tank Engine plays Nintendo Switch. Oh. Hugo. Hugo. He looks cool. He doesn't have much going for him in terms of a personality. Like, yeah, he's not that special, to be honest. But so that's something. Uh, Big Mickey. Big Mickey exists. He's kind of pointless in the show. What was the point of even introducing him and Carly if they're still gonna mainly focus on Cranky? Like, I don't get it. I'm back again. Sorry, my computer's playing up. That's fine. Thoughts on Thomas and Friends ships, like Thomas x Rosie? I used to ship Thomas and Rosie, and then an episode came out that just crushed my dreams. But, yeah. I'm not as into Thomas ships as I used to be when I was younger, because that was a thing that came to me from watching early YouTube videos, and I don't really incorporate that into my stuff, but it's something neat to think about, I guess. I like to imagine engines view romance differently than humans, because they obviously can't kiss or anything. Like, it's probably just more along the lines of, hey, I really like this I really like this person, so I treat them like they're one of my family. So like, Pete, so yeah, Thomas Ships, all right. Like you've probably seen me tweeting about it on Rebecca. I unintentionally created a ship. Like I made a few jokes, and suddenly most people on Twitter are shipping Rebecca and Belle, or Rebel as I call it. So I am both proud and ashamed for that. So that's something. I also like Thomas and Gina as a potential ship. I don't talk about it a lot, but it's an idea. Don't bring up ships. Too late. I'm sorry. Big Mickey is Gina. I'm guessing you meant to say dead again, but I don't know. How much is the Fat Controller in debt? Guessing you mean debt with the D. Who knows? He seems to have an endless supply of money. Because he's just constantly buying all these new engines. So, like, who knows? And the fact that he can keep the railway running despite all of the crashes that happen. Like, it's astounding. Ah, fuck. Uh, sorry. I don't know what you're saying. Sorry. I mean, like, what type of engine would the Fat Controller own that doesn't have the basis of an official character? Um, again, I'm not sure. I imagine the Fat Controller just like tries to find whatever engine is available, and if he thinks it suits him, then he gets it. So, like, I don't know. I'm trying over here. Right. Let's talk about the Sudric Legends again. I'd appreciate that. If you've got any more questions about my series, you can ask away, and I'll answer. If you had to write several BWBA episodes, would you take Thomas anywhere? Which countries would you visit? Um, I'd maybe like to, if I had the chance to be a writer and I had to write international episodes, I would maybe try to do episodes in Spain because I've been to Spain several times, so I know a fair share about it. So I would at least try to do it justice. Like try to make the episodes both educational, like they're supposed to be, but also enjoyable. And not like just cramming shit down kids' throats. But yeah, I'd probably write for Spain. Explosion. Luckily, no one was hurt. What is Greg's basis? He is an LMS Patriot, just like the Big City engine. Can you ask Greg what happened, what the alternate universe where the flying kipper crash never happened? Um, actually, yeah, give me a sec. Greg, come on. Explain. Do you know anything about a universe where the flying kipper never happened? Okay, guys, Greg is here. And to answer your question, Mr. Fawkes, I'm not entirely sure. I've never visited an alternate universe where the flying kipper never happened, but I was there when it happened. And I was actually the one pulling the train. So, to make a rough guess, well, first off, I'd have to not be there in order for the flying kipper to not happen, so it's really difficult to say. So, I'm not sure to be honest, but of course, Henry would still be in very bad condition. He'd still be using Welsh coal, that would cost a lot of money. The Fat Controller would definitely be in debt and would not be able to afford most of the new engines he gets, or keep the railway running due to how many crashes are happening constantly. But you know what? That ain't my problem. And that's just my rough guess is all. Sorry I can't give anything concrete, but as an almighty being, I can only do so much. Thank you for listening. I hope my answer was satisfactory. Bye. Okay, hopefully that was good enough for you. Um, what about the Polar Express? I haven't watched the Polar Express in years, but I remember liking it. The fact Shaw must be in legal trouble with his safety record. Probably. What would happen if Sodor existed? Global warming. That many steam engines running around in modern day? That is... The Earth is fucked. So, hate to be a downer, but if Sodor was real today and still operated like it does in the show or the books, we the Earth is fucked. It's just a fact. Also, the trains have faces. That would be pretty bizarre. Ah, I see. Guessing that's in response to the Greg basis. Right. Give Greg compliments of my gratitude. Will do. Right. If Sodor existed, I would live there. Good for you. I think it would be neat to live on Sodor. Oh, or maybe not, actually. You know, I take that back. I don't want to live on Sodor. The engines crash all the time. Know how many times the engines fuck simple tasks up? I do not want to be there when that shit goes down. Also, think of how many times the trains are late. Like, I'd never get anywhere. That would be a nightmare. Thomas caused confusion and delay. Global warming. Oh, God. Insurance money go brrr. Right. Question for Coldy. Is your ex-wife pregnant? Let me get him on. Wait, no, I can't. Coldy's away right now, but I'll answer for him. Catherine is not pregnant because she is a coach. But, yeah, no. Catherine is not pregnant. Coldy is not a dad. So I'm sorry. Right. Thomas Exashima. Not a big fan of that ship, but if you like it, then good for you. That is not what I meant to click on. I'm surprised that the engines haven't killed anyone yet. I mean, they've killed a bunch of trucks. So, who knows? Hi, I'm back. James X Emily. Again, I'm not too fond of that, but if you do ship it, then more power to you. I think we got a season 24 episode that just confirmed James is the biggest Rebecca simp on Sodor. I guess that's all I got out of that. Ooh. Right. Silence, said the fat hat. Oh. No, not what I meant to click on. What happened while I was gone? Uh, not too much. A lot of talk about Bill and Ben replacing Thomas in Big World. God. James is a simp. Ah. Henrietta and Toad. I like them. Isn't Rebecca X Bell a ship? Yeah, I ship Rebecca and Bell. And that is why if James is simping for Rebecca, he is just destined to be disappointed. Like, James would probably do something extravagant to try and impress Rebecca and all that, but then Eventually, he finds out Rebecca and Belle together, and it's like, well, I've wasted my time. God. Big world, but with salty. I would like to see that. That could be entertaining. No, not enough. God. Trackmaster Greg was on. Yeah, he was actually. Someone asked Greg a question, and I brought him on for a bit. So you missed that. Sorry to say. No, not another thing. Really? Neat. Oh, neat. James simps hardest of all every time he looks in the mirror or goes past a lake. Yeah, like that. That's what James isn't straight. He isn't gay. He isn't bi. He's J-sexual, meaning he's attracted to James. So he goes on dates with a mirror, or just anything that gives him reflections. Yeah, he answered one of my questions. Big world, but with Edward. Haha. Big world would never work with Edward because Edward is responsible. I'll have to go back and see that. Right. Do the Mr. Krabs and Billy impression. I have never done an impression of Mr. Krabs in my life, so I can't. Whoops. James is James. Yes? Big world, but with Connor. I know someone watching this stream who would really appreciate that. Big world with Fergus. Fergus just going around the other country just being like, what's with all these British trucks? Do it right! BWBA, but with Greg. The red engine from the Free Railway engines was disappointed with James. God. Yeah! Big world, but with Scar Lowy. Okay, fun fact. In a Skype call with Nick and Dakota, we joked about the idea of what if Stefano had narrow gauge tracks on him? And because in Australia there are dual gauge tracks that never end up getting used, what if Big World had Thomas and all the narrow gauge engines going to Australia? So we just had like scenes of Thomas running around and all the narrow gauge engines following behind him like a herd of ducklings. And then we're just getting up to wacky shenanigans in the outback. And to make it better, just have Tamika scale down to narrow gauge like she's supposed to be. But that is my ideal Big World. Thomas just traveling with all the Scarlowy engines on Stefano and just causing a riot wherever they go. In response to Big World comment, yeah. Yo, what's up? Nothing, sorry, Shy. Nice to have you. Just answering questions. Smile. How would Thomas's siblings look like? Probably like him. At least at the time of the adventure begins, they'd probably all be painted green, have LBSC on the side, and then have a number. But who am I to say? Big world, but it's done right without bouncing. The bouncing is the least terrible part of that. So Gordon is too big and fat to go on Thomas's branch line. I mean, sure, but he literally went on it to save Thomas from the mine, so I can't stay long, so I have a final question. Is Greg real? The hell's that supposed to mean? What are you trying to say, Tackmaster? Do you think I'm just some work of fiction? You think I'm a figment of your imagination? No, I'm here. I'm always here. I'm here at the computer for the stream. I'm nearby you. I'm with you the whole time. I've been here since the beginning. I'll be with you at the bitter end. I'm always here. Don't forget it. There. Does that answer your question? Right. BWBA, but with the dark green tank engine. God. Big world, but with Oliver. Yeah, I'd be down with that. Is Eagle James's brother? Well, Eagle isn't an official character, for one thing, so I know that's up for you to decide. Yes. Big world, but with extra cheese. Oh yeah. Greg was always real. He always was, and always will be. Greg is not. Yes, he is. You just heard him speak. But yeah. Okay. Wait. Greg? Big world with Murdoch, and they go to Rio. He will. If Murdoch was in Brazil, he would drive to the docks and throw himself off of the ferry pier. Like, he would not be able to last 5 minutes there. God. Remind us who is Greg again. He is the character in my icon. He is a character in the Subject Legends. And he is a weird entity, basically. He's an enigma. He's been around the whole time since the beginning of time, and basically he is the reason my series takes a long time to finish because he knows that if it ends, he's going to die because I'll have no use for his prop anymore. So he's trying to keep it delayed as long as possible. So yeah, Greg is kind of like the mastermind of my series. So yeah, that was you talking. No, it was not. That was Greg. Peace and quiet. You are going to Brazil meme, but with Murdoch. God. Do you have a girlfriend? If you do, tell her I'm saying hi. I do not have a girlfriend, and I probably never will because I am aromantic. Which, if you don't know, just means that I have no desire for a romantic relationship. So, yeah. So Greg is God? Essentially, but he's not unkillable. Yes, it was you. You are Greg. No. So full of denial. Thoughts on Soda Fallout? Haven't kept up with it in a while, but it's interesting. I like the concept. I am also. I. Oh, are you saying that you're also Aero? So that's cool, dude. Aero bros represent. Okay. Okay. He is also. Right. Big world, but they go to Scotland or nah? Um, I mean, it would have been neat to maybe see Scotland episodes. Like, that could maybe be a good excuse to bring back Donald and Douglas, because it's not hard to believe that they could travel with Thomas to Scotland. I mean, fuck's sake, they've pulled other bullshit before, so like they could get away with it. Of course they wouldn't though, but that would be neat to see. Did Greg meet you, or was it the opposite? I cannot say. Greg is in Sodor Fallout. No, he would not last in that world. I want to see Thomas go to Ireland. That would also be interesting. Like, it really sucks, the big world thing, like how they did, because in concept, it's not that bad of an idea. They could have done some interesting things with it, have Thomas go to certain places, do some neat things, but no, it's just like, oh, let's have Thomas go to India and play with the monkeys. Yeah. Did Greg meet King Henry VIII, George Washington, Mussolini, and Stalin? Um, I've never asked. I don't want to ask, so I'm not sure. God. Luke could go along. Yeah, that too I was also thinking. Just an excuse to bring back Luke, because I miss him. I meant my question. What? Wait, what? Okay. Right. What class is Greg based on? He is an LMS Patriot, just like the Big City Engine. Ollie, you are Greg. No, I am not. You are in denial and you're trying to ruin the magic. Oh, MLS Patriot. Yeah. Right. Okay. Maybe keep the stream going on for a little bit longer, but could end soon. So, just a heads up. But it's been good so far. It's been nice to answer questions and stuff. Nice to not have as much Greg spam as before. Almost erupted into chaos with the Bill and Ben shit, but that was thankfully avoided. And I feel like I've just tempted fate by saying that, and I should just stop opening my mouth. I should just let Greg take control of the stream. What? You and Greg are idiot and you two are not. I never said that Greg was my brother. Greg is the engine in my icon. I'm right now making Train's Greg reskin. It's God. But maybe Greg is you. Maybe. Maybe Greg is maybe Ollie is just not even real. Maybe Ollie is just the vessel that Greg is possessing. And he's being used to deceive you. Maybe. Who knows? Anyway. Right. Greg and Ollie are just the friends we have made along the way. God. Dun dun dun. Greg is a Southern Pacific cab forward. No, he is not. Then why do you two look so the same? We don't look the same. Greg is a big red tender engine. I am a fleshy human. Those two are very different. Like, I'm pretty sure there are videos of me showing my face. I look nothing like Greg. Yeah. Thank you, Thomas and Harry. Greg is a train. I am a person. And I am a saddle tank. Good for you. Guys, let Subject Legend have his fun, alright? Thank you, sorry, Shy. God. Then why do you have Greg's logo? What the? This isn't Greg's logo. This is my logo. My logo happens to be Greg. Because I made Greg's model and I'm proud of it. Greg is my mascot of the channel. Like, it ain't that. Why is Greg so epic? He's just built different. Actually, Greg is a shapeshifter who takes the form of a train. Also a possibility. I have finished the train's Gregory skin. Neat. Greg is so awesome because he is. Got to go to sleep. Also, thanks for answering my questions. And I am 13. Okay, I didn't ask for that, but that's neat. Yeah, get some sleep. And thank you for joining in. Okay. Right. Can... Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, let Greg be himself, let me be myself. Don't rain on anyone's parade. It doesn't cost you anything to be nice. Right? So let's just try to be civil, okay? Right. Right. We've gone over the 2 hour mark. So very soon I will probably end the stream, but maybe we'll keep it going for like 10 or 15 minutes. So if anyone's got any more questions they'd like to ask, like anything about subject, any other future ideas I've got planned out, or whatever, just like go ahead. Ah. Fuck. Does Greg know a small saddle tank also called Greg? I get what you're referring to there, and I appreciate it. The two probably haven't met. Or hell, maybe they are actually the same. Who knows? I have none. I'm guessing that means you have no questions, but that's a shame, but alright. Also, I like your Stepney, Albert, Cora, and Tim customs. Thank you! I like all of them except Stepney too. Yeah. I don't hate my Stepney. It's just I don't think looking back I don't think it's that impressive compared to my current stuff. But still, thanks. And whoops. Oh, has any engine ever met Greg, fought him a normal train, and gone on a date with him? Hmm, that is a possibility, but I don't know. And I think Greg is going to keep his lips sealed for that one. So I'm afraid I don't know if I can answer that. God. When Thomas go to America, why is there British train car and Sand of America train car? I don't know. Like, much in the TV series, every country just has the same mass-produced rolling stock, including engines, trucks, and coaches. All that. Everything's the same. So yeah, go. So what do you do for a living? Oh fuck. Damn, that ruined it. So what do you do for a living? Everything. God. Why does one of the mountain engines have a gun? You'll have to watch the series to find that out. But basically most of the characters in my series probably have a weapon of some sort hidden on them. The only the only characters who don't are either really stupid or Arthur. Right. Oh, we're losing viewers. Shame. Good thing I'm ending it soon. Give it a bit more time. Seems like not many people have anything left. God. Greg is mascot. Like you. Right. Did Greg fight in World War One or Two? On the front lines, I mean. No. We've established that Greg has an innate fear of death. So he probably didn't. Or maybe. Well, obviously he didn't fight in the war because if he did, it wouldn't have taken years for the wars to be finished. Greg has been everywhere. Yes, he has. Like I stated before, he was around for the beginning. He will be around for the end. And there is nothing you can do about that. You just have to accept it. Maybe. What maybe? I see no lie there. Ah, fuck. Okay, fuck. Yeah. Silence fell. Yeah. Greg is everywhere? Yes, he is. Always. Forever. And, while the chat seems to be pretty dead, I'm just going through my Google Docs to just find some stuff to. Because this hasn't really been much of a discussing my series or anything. It's just kind of been like just laying back and chilling. Which, not too bad. But like, yeah. Alright. Give me a second. Oh. Oh, face. Does your series have a voice cast? Yes. Most of the characters are voiced by me and Ryatron12, but we do occasionally have guests in. Nick TF89 voices Connor, along with Douglas and a few OCs. Enterprising Engines voices Arthur, Mike, Frank, Shane, a few others, like Rickety, and a few OCs. Santa Claus, Satan, a killer robot, and he's also gonna voice Ninja Buddy at some point. But just to name a few. Friend of mine, Dakota, also is the voice of Timothy and Reese, one of my OCs. But yeah. Well, I am going now. Goodbye. Goodbye, Thomas and Harry. Was nice to have you. Does Greg know CPR? Probably. But right. I do wish I could help in any case. I well, I'm always open to getting more voice actors in when I need them. I usually make my announcements for who I need on Twitter. But like, so if you have a Twitter, you can check it out there. But if not, I'll try and work something out. Really? Right, 2 hours and 10 minutes. Up just on the verge of 11. All right. So you know what? Activity's slowing down. We've got a lot less viewers. I'm not sure how many people are going to rewatch this stream. For the loyal people who decide to stick around, uh, I think I'm gonna let some things out. This is for the troopers who decided to stick it out to the end. I have Twitter. Okay, good to know. Right. I'm currently looking on my phone right now just to like see all the things. I may rewatch it at some point. Good. But yeah. Right now on my screen is another project that I hope to be working on soon. Hopefully you can actually read that. If not, I'll just make the text a bit bigger. So, yeah, there we go. That is a project. Look forward to that. Put that back down. And right here is a list of every Subject Legends episode that is planned out so far. I'm not going to scroll all the way down because there is some spoilery stuff in here. But I will at least grant you the opportunity to glance at this for a bit. And you know what? There's some title reveals in here, so make of that what you will. Anyway. Hope you enjoyed that little behind-the-scenes peek stuff. And it looks like we just got one more viewer, even though the stream is about to end. That kind of sucks. But, alright. Since I don't feel like I've got much else to talk about, and it is getting pretty late where I am, it's about 10 o'clock, and I need to be up early to do stuff, and you... Okay. You asked for this. I'm sorry. Goodbye then. Goodbye. Goodbye, Ewan Forks. Goodbye, Sorry Shy 789. And a big thank you to everyone who joined in on the stream and managed to stick through this despite how dull it was compared to the last one, I think. Thank you for your questions. Thank you to everyone who supported me during, well, all the shit I've been going through for the past few days. And off on this note, farewell, Ginger. Goodbye, Nick. And that is all, guys. This has been Ollie. It's been my second live stream. Hope to see you all again soon. Goodbye, everyone. Be sure to come back soon.